Hello, and welcome to Rides from the Past.
During the 1980s and 1990s, the UK funfair scene was inundated with novelty rides. This series is a basic look back at some of the more unusual rides the UK has seen. If you are new to this series, we are now on episode 5. If you missed the previous episodes, they are available via a playlist I recently compiled. I recommend you to subscribe to Fair-Pix videos for future uploads. For episode 5, we shall be exploring another variant of the topspin generation, which during the 1990s captured the UK major fairs by storm, with no less than 3 examples, all themed to the blockbuster film franchise The Terminator. Italian manufacturers Siriani and Moser produced 2 versions of the topspin ride, the loop on top and the super loop on top. The latter version, which is what we shall be focusing on, which featured independent arm movements. Unlike other variants, which were manually operated by joystick, these machines were all computer controlled. While Scottish brothers Mattie and Douglas Taylor awaited delivery of their own machine, a similar machine owned by the Gooker family from Holland made its debut at the Indoor Carnival in Glasgow SECC in December 1992. This snippet from the World's Fair Report by Brian McKinley shows the machine going through its paces. In 1993, the fairground season kicked off with Leeds Valentine's Fair. After the fair's inauguration the previous year, where amusements were in 2 separate sites, organisers Roger Tubey and Stuart Robinson photographed, arranged the layout so all sites would link together. The Taylor brothers collected their new machine in the new year, ready for its debut in the car park off Cookridge Street. This would ultimately be the ride's only appearance in the city centre. In 1999, the car park was redeveloped into Millennium Square, resulting with the fair relocating elsewhere. Following expected debuts at the likes of Kirkcaldy and Newcastle, the Taylor brothers opened the machine during the autumn back-end run at Stokesley, Scarborough, Burton-upon-Trent, Nottingham, Hull for the second week, Ilkeston and Loughborough. The snippet is the World's Fair report from the Goose Fair, where the ride made its debut on Site 44. We shall now see the ride going through its paces one evening at Nottingham. At Hull Fair 1994, there were 2 Terminator rides at either end of the ground. The Taylor machine returned to their Scotch Corner part of the fair. By the Water Street entrance, Stanley Rees provided this the Dutch Home machine, which previously appeared in Glasgow.
Come on, more speed! for the next ride, those machines. Come on.
I first saw a Taylor Terminator at Newcastle Hoppings in 1995. This was one of the first rides I rode during my first evening there and thoroughly enjoyed it. The independent arm movement certainly contributed to this. During the back end run in 1995, John Watershaw hired the machine from Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach for travelling in the back end run in place of the Ramba Zamba sold earlier the year. These photos I took were from the Goose Fair. It was to go on to Hull Fair for the second week and also opened at Loughborough in November. Taylor's machine in the meantime was already open at Hull. By now, Mattie Douglas Taylor had established their amusement park at Motherwell. However, the Terminator continues to fulfil travelling engagements in 1996, such as Newcastle. This film clip from Dave Homer's Night Fevers 2 shows John Walter Shaw upgrading the Yarmouth Terminator at the 1996 Goose Fair.
This way, come on.
Join the queue now, please. If you're riding this time, join the queue now, quickly. Let's go, lean back, okay.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Let's do it. It's the number one.
From the same video release as this kid with Taylor's machine at Hull Fair.
Ladies and gentlemen. Is the year that they are now planning for sex on the streets in every major city coast to coast.
There was a return of a Terminator back at Leeds Valentine's Fair in 1997. This time John Walter Shaw opened at the bottom of Cookridge Street. I captured these photos of the machine in motion from a particularly enjoyable visit to the West Yorkshire city. Later in 1997, the Taylor Terminator made a welcome return to Nottingham Goose Fair, standing on the position that Elliot Hall had bought from Patrick Collins. I captured these two photos from the heights of Collins and Sheeran's giant wheel, which was touring the UK for the first time that year. The year 2000 saw M&D Taylor sell the Terminator to new owner Billy Williams for summer operation at Terraprince Amusement Park. The machine would make two more appearances at the Goose Fair in 2000 and in 2001. Unfortunately, a computer failure beyond economical repair brought the machine's career to an abrupt end and since has been packed away. The Great Yarmouth machine was to leave the UK during the middle part of the 2000s. We hope you enjoyed this video about the Terminator rides. In episode 6 we will be talking about the double looping shuttle ride the Voyager, which arrived in the UK in 1988.
Stay tuned for the next edition of Rides from the Past.
Top one, nice one, get sorted.